Hi, viewer people. Today's game is Escape Mission. It's a Kids Next Door shockwave game of the block-pushing puzzle variety. Firstly, ignore the instructions. Almost everything in here is wrong or misleading. The exit tile isn't blue. It's a yellowish brown. Also, push objects? Just call them what they are. They're cardboard BOCEs. Every block in this game is a boring old cardboard box of some variety. No need to oversell the mystery of it. Ooh, what type of object is it? What could that mean? Hey, I recognize this puzzle. Plankton's Funhouse totally copied this layout. Nick completely plagiarized this, and I will not stand for it. Please write a strongly worded letter to, what's his name? Paul Tibbitt. He's the producer that the fandom dislikes, right? Damn, that is loud. It won't just give me my points. It has to go through the whole long countdown. This game really doesn't have much in terms of sound design. The title screen has a pretty sweet music loop, but no music during the actual game. The sound department kinda just gave up at a certain point. So we're left with the grating noise of cardboard moving on concrete and loud reverberating footsteps. Walking is a bit awkward in this game. If I press an arrow key once, the character will take one step in that direction. If I hold the key, they'll take one step, stop for a short moment, and then continue to take several steps in that direction at a regular rate. The quickest way to get around is actually to tap the keys repeatedly. That way there isn't the same time delay. Alright, I got this. Um... I'll start by getting that one out of the way. That's easy. Now what? I can't go past that black space. Alright, I see. For whatever reason, I thought that that box would be blocked by the black space if I were to try to push it, but apparently not. Most of the puzzles in this game are really extremely simple. The main difficulty is in figuring out the actual layout of the room. With this isometric angle, the BOSEs cover over a large area of the room. It's difficult to see where everything is and whether or not there are any obstacles hidden. Like, look at this visual flustercuck. The space to the top right of that first dark brown box is completely obscured. I don't know whether or not there's another black space there. Well, I was able to walk through there. I basically just had to guess that that would work. Look at Nigel, standing up against the wall, peering back and forth and looking all suspicious. What's he up to? And then the ropes come down and yoink me away, and he does his big stupid thumbs up. Asshole. Dang, this game was a lot harder when I was a kid. I just had to move one box. That's it. They made it look a lot more complicated than it is by adding extra bosses and turnstiles. Look at this checkerboard. I know how to get through here. The game window is already very small and low in resolution. To make it worse, the actual game grid only occupies a small portion of the game window. About half of the picture is just the dingy gray background, which carries over throughout every single level. I have to squint at these small sprites. Ah, damn it. I pushed the wrong button. I pressed the down key when I should have pressed right to back up. I wonder if I can still salvage it in any way? No, I'm going to have to reset the level. With this isometric angle, none of the arrow keys correspond exactly with the 4 cardinal directions of the game's grid. Everything is lopsided. I often press one key when I was supposed to press another, because just looking at the game, it looks like I was trying to go down. That disconnect can really screw me up in a level like this one. I have to really focus and be intentional with my button presses when I'm around these bosses. Towards the end of the game, I actually started looking at my screen with my head tilted slightly clockwise, so that my sense of up and down and left and right are at least somewhat congruent with the game's orientation. In the top right corner, there's a graphic that shows the arrow keys and their orientation. It can be useful to look at that once in a while. Oh, it looks like I can't move the turnstile near Hoagie at all. Whether I push the box left or right, it's still blocking the turnstile at least one side. Yeah, I screwed up at some point. I blocked us in here. Dang, and I only get 3 tries for the whole game. None of these puzzles are very difficult, but a few small mistakes can ruin your whole run. Alright, as always, the solution is simpler than I first realized it to be. I can hear a lot of ambient noise in the sound effect of the turnstile turning. You may not notice it if you hear it only once, but it's definitely noticeable if you hear the recording several times in quick succession. The other sound bites, like the footsteps, have less noise to them. It's not so noticeable. The sound engineer may have recorded the sound effects with a microphone, or maybe they synthesized the effects and stored them on some analog medium that introduced the noise. Of course, I have no standing to complain about audio quality in old Shockwave games. Some of the audio in my older videos is just awful. I realize that, having listened to them again recently. My older SpongeBob game videos may be the worst. A lot of static and breathing and words barely being audible over the music. But I do think that my audio quality has improved with my newer videos. I hope. Alright, now the game is getting a little bit more complex. There are these arrow tiles on the floor. Each arrow has a specific color, and it only lets one specific character pass in the level. Like Abigail's color is red, see? So I want to get her over there. Yeah, this is another one of those games I can hold all 4 arrow keys at once and make him dance all random style. Oh god, that's what happens if I hold down space. I can't go that way. Alright, so it looks like Cookie can only go over the green arrows. Green is her color. I'll have to remember that. It's the same as her shirt, so it should be easy. Then Hoagie must be red, obviously. Can I seriously just walk through here? Is it that easy? Wait, what? It's not letting me pass. Maybe I can get on the tile from the right side? No, the turnstile won't turn that way for some reason. It must be stuck on something. It turns just fine that way, but it won't go the other way. Maybe he can do something? This is getting weird. What? That makes no sense. Her color was just green in the previous level, and now it's red. It was my understanding that every character had one corresponding color, but now the game is shuffling them around arbitrarily. Does it expect me to just guess? Maybe the person who made this game was colorblind. Yeah, that's probably it. So, anything goes, basically. And now she can't go over red. Ooh, this is interesting. Oh, I did it? Cool. And in less than 1,000 steps. I'm kinda proud of that. Those magnet bosses only appeared in the last level. Is that, like, this game's idea of a final boss? This is weird. On the title screen and in the levels, Nigel had his usual 5 fingers on each hand. But here, I can clearly see that he only has 4. To where did his other finger go? And hand gestures are basically this group's whole gimmick. It's what sets them apart as main characters. If everyone had only 4 fingers per hand, there would be no number 5. She wouldn't be able to do her sassy talk to the hand gesture. I'm going to see what happens when I run out of steps. This may take a while.
A few moments later.
Oh, interesting. It lets me keep walking. I assumed that I would lose a try and have to restart the level. Well, it's not like I can really go anywhere. I'm going to try that again, but I'll be careful not to block off the exit. Oops, I almost wandered into the exit there. Wow, it took away points. It actually subtracted 160 points from my score. So it looks like the only way for me to actually lose this game is for me to consciously hit the reset button 3 times. Imagine if all games were like that. You only die when you acknowledge the futility of your life. Nigel back at it again with the 5 fingers, I see. Give it another go, mate. That's it. Thanks for watch.